Okay. Feels like we're balanced out. Looks okay. Gotta put something up here. Um, and let's make things a little bit on the safe side here. Put out my Discord notification. Is this a VR game? It's not a VR game, Melody. I was even lazier than setting up my VR. At the last second, I ended up needing to get stuff together because we have an apartment that's ready for an application. So I had to get together bank statements and pay stubs and all kinds of crap, so I didn't have time to set up VR. So we're just going to play some Frostpunk and chill out. It's a top-down strategy game, city builder, except the entire world is crumbling into an ice apocalypse. It's a pretty chill game. That wasn't on purpose, but I wish it was. How you doing this evening? Oh yeah, very fun time. Lots of stuff to figure out in a matter of about a month. But Emily is a research machine. So she's very good at. She found us this apartment, and she's found the one. Actually, I will say it turned up in my searches also, so I get some points. But she got in contact with this apartment. She's getting it all sorted, and it's grooving along. I'm getting stuff figured out with the truck and movers when we get there and stuff like that. It's been nanners. But how are things for you? Just made some oolong if I want to pop by real quick. Helps with nerves. You know, if I could teleport on over there, I would. That sounds fantastic. I hope you enjoy your oolong. Just making sure my normal screen is... That's looking good. We're clean. Oh, this is crooked. There was one more thing that was bothering me. I'm sorry. This should be... Whoa. No, this one should be over here. That's better. Oh, the icons are on the row above now. No longer perfectly spaced chat. Is it slightly different on the different screens? It is. Interesting. Well, that's fixable. But, unfortunately for you, not something I'm going to bother with fixing right now. I'm sorry, Melody. One thing I really don't like about this game is that at this resolution, the mouse is very small. You can see it spinning around in the middle there, hopefully. And then there's snow all over the menus. So I just lose my mouse in the snow all the time. Which kind of sucks. We're going to set up a kind of chill scenario. This game is hard, and I want to just kind of hang out tonight. So we'll leave the difficulty at medium, but I'm just going to put people's needs down to easy so that it's not quite as easy for us to... I guess I'll leave everything else at medium. But I just want it to be a little bit easier for people to not die. Time to turn on that weird Windows cursor circle thing? No, thank you. I'll pass. I'd rather suffer. So we're going to have slightly less needy people. But economy will be the same, weather will be the same, attitude will be the same. Less likely to get sick and food will satisfy them. I would have figured that attitude would fall under needs, but I guess not. If you've never seen this game before... Hey, Mix, how you doing? You're needy enough to make up for it? That's good, Melody. I'm glad. Mix, how you doing? Stay needy. We all need to be needy. We all need to need, and we need to be needed. Four claps for you. A crowd has appeared. Hey, Pimp, how you doing? I feel like I can get away with just putting that down. But yeah, I would have thought attitude would have stayed in there as part of needs, but I guess not. You'll see in just a second here. There are 2 meters in this game. 2 main meters at the bottom. Which are... Shh. Lola. Stop. It's me. I'm talking to chat, Lola. Glad to hear you're doing well, Pimp. Oh, I should be... Oh, these are just notes. This isn't story. We're fine. What is it? It's hope and discontent are your 2 meters that you need to keep an eye on in this game. Oh, well, this is the only time where there's ever any real dialogue, so we're just gonna leave it. You thought that was a train? It is not. It's supposed to be playing audio through. It doesn't matter. There's not much audio in this game. That's why we have music. Was almost hyped. Yeah. Should be a quick fix, honestly. Let me see here. There we go. We just want to pop this out through...
We decided to leave our homes and head north.
There we go.
We roamed for weeks, maybe months.
It's probably a little too loud.
Behind all the things we once believed had made us. It was hope.
Sudden speaker. Sorry if I blew anybody's eardrums out. That's my B.
Step by step.
He's been very confidently pulling us through this intro. Fortunately, it's not a very story-heavy game. Mostly, you just need to know that it's cold and it's going to keep getting colder. And these people have wandered away from London to survive in the snow.
The time has come.
In a small civilization around a giant furnace. So what do they eat? What they're able to find. It is The Long Dark, except it's a top-down strategy game. Like a city builder. Was there a high five myself also? I missed that. I'm sorry. There's your 5th clap, Mix. If you're still floating around there. Oh, there wasn't. You were given a false extra clap. Now I feel cheated. I want you to know that I just clapped in reverse. I've taken it back. All right, let's go, Dark. Come on. Come on. There we go. We fled from London and crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. On the way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the site of this generator, only to find it frozen, solid, and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard? Are there any others out there? Whatever we do, we should expect the worst now that the world as we know it has crumbled. It's time for a trust exercise? I'm not very trusting. Purple? Okay. You know what? You want real trust? I'm not wearing a headband at all right now. On my channel, that's considered full nudity. Hold on. Hold on. I walked away and everything, so you gotta know it's legit. Okay, you can hear me getting closer. That was definitely not me just like lowering my voice to make it sound like I walked away. I don't know if you can hear it. I'll hold it next to the microphone. That's clearly the sound of purple. And if you can't tell, then you just aren't a headband connoisseur. I don't know what to tell you. I don't like exercises either. That's true. And I have been avoiding it lately. But to be fair, I've been figuring out a move, and I've been very busy. And I've also just been avoiding it. But I have been doing it like half as much as I'm supposed to over the last week. Which is... it's not nothing. Okay. So anyway, society has crumbled. We have to survive. First thing we're going to do is pause. But here is our snowy little space. Need to get the generator working. It provides heat and power to other buildings. Without it, we'll freeze to death. Stockpile some coal and start the generator. So we're going to want 200 coal for starters. And we're going to stop time. Because I don't want to suffer. Oh yeah, and we're mostly dealing with just the sound of snow here. So what I'm probably going to do is put the music back on. Just like that. Hey, Corey, how you doing? Welcome to the tragic world of Frostpunk. Oh, wait, hold on. Wrong window open. There we go. So we've got time frozen. We have... our first bit of information here is that we have 80 people that are homeless because we don't have any homes yet. So we have to stockpile some coal, but we also want to put in some tents because people are going to die, like, immediately on the first night. Chilling with midnight mac and cheese. Ooh, good stuff. Peoples are good over here. I'm tired, but we might have an apartment. So that's good news. How you doing? How's everybody's evening? Okay, so for starters, we want to get coal. Why did 200-degree teacups have to hurt your lips? Did you say something?
The dog is whining at me.
Oh my god. 200-degree teacups have to hurt your lips because the suffering makes the tea taste better. Okay, these things out here are our coal deposits. Or coal piles, I'm sorry. And so for starters, we have to get our coal from there. But later, we can get our coal from here. I went all the way around the circle, which is unlimited. But we have to like get the technology to build an extractor, and you do that by building a research station, and you can also send people out into the world to pick up technology that you haven't researched yet. So there's like all this stuff. But right now we start really small, and we're just gonna pick up some coal. How are we getting to New York? Can't imagine it'll be easy for the Bean or the non-existent Ueost Lola emote. Yeah, we're gonna drive. We're gonna drive. Scotty's gonna be hanging out in his travel cage, which is smaller but safer for traveling. And Lola's gonna sleep in the middle of the bench seat in the truck, and we are just gonna trek it. I'll be TikToking and sharing things along the way, so y'all can be updated on whether or not we've gone careening off the side of the road. But we're gonna take the more southerly route to try to keep things as dry as possible. and be very careful. I've driven trucks in the snow and sleet and ice before, so it's not anything that's new to me, but obviously we'll still have to be very, very careful. Sounds like a comfy 3 days. Yeah, well, we're probably going to take it a little bit slower, so it's probably going to be more like 4 or 5, just to be safe. But yeah, it's going to be it's going to be a hell of a journey. But it'll be fun. We've never really gone on an adventure like this, so it's we're grateful for the opportunity. Southernly, huh? So you're saying there's a chance to meet the lights? Well, maybe so. Ooh. I hadn't thought about that. Possibly. Yeah, message me. Definitely message me. I hadn't thought about that. Good point. But yeah, it's gonna be quite the adventure. We're looking forward to it. The way you look forward to a very important but unpleasant medical procedure. But it looks like several of you that might be on my path, depending on how I take it. Probably not Pimp, though. Ooh. Interesting. Well, that would be a great opportunity. Gonna have to coordinate on that. Unfortunate for Pimp. But I can astral project and reach out a little further to reach Pimp. Detours are a thing. They are. Although we're going to be carrying all of our shit across the country. So we're probably going to be beelining, unfortunately. But I'm very intrigued by this possibility. I'd figure out what the timeline is. But message me. Please do. Yeah, that is a significant detour. That would probably slow us down by a couple of days. Okay. So the way this works at this stage is, unfortunately, we just send poor bastards out into the snow to just go collect coal from piles out of just with their bare hands. That's our unfortunate scenario right now. So we'll try to save our engineers because we don't want them to get sick, but we need as much coal as we can get as quickly as we can get it. So we're just going to send out to the 3 closest coal piles as many people as we can. And then 5 of our engineers will be at risk, because we'll put 5 workers on there. Or no, I'm sorry, 10. 10 of our engineers will be at work. They're at risk. Thought they were people. Why do they have bare hands? The environment has been harsh and adaptation has taken hold. It's been an extreme ordeal for everybody. We're trying to be considerate of their various deformities, as they're not their fault. Exactly, we don't judge disabilities here. Thank you. Let's make that perfectly clear. Bare hands or people hands. They're valuable labor assets. Okay. So, we're just going to build some tents by the stock. Actually, wait a minute. Can I cancel this tent? I don't want to make this. Don't do that. Not judging, just wondering. That's what they all say, Pimp. Invalid placement, my ass. Oh, there's already one there. Okay, fair enough. Alright. So, a tent holds 10 people. So, we place those 3, and we're out of wood. Oh, that's right. Okay, that's what I usually do. So rather than assigning engineers to this pile, we have them a little closer with this wood pile, and we have those few take care of that. Of course, there's still people. We can extract labor value from them. Thank you, Corey. You're understanding what I'm saying. Okay, so we're out of wood, so we have to press play. And we're going to be collecting coal and wood. We want to try to get to 200 coal before the end of the first day. This is our timer up on the top right-ish. And every time you see a blue thermometer, it's going to get colder. Red thermometer or orange thermometer means it's going to get warmer. And the number of carats or chevrons or whatever you want to call them, that's how much colder it's going to get. Oh, yeah, horrible idea. What would an Oreo taste like dipped in hot tea? Yeah, please don't, Melody. You're sure it's better than in Pilk? I mean, yeah, it's probably better than diarrhea also, but better does not mean good. You only approve if it's chai. If it's a chai latte, that might be a great idea. That could be really good. Oh, that's right, it's oolong. Which I definitely knew was a tea and didn't think was some kind of soup. Anyway, everybody's off to work. They work from 8 until... I think 5? Unless you extend work hours with laws. We can't really do much in the way of laws yet, but we will be able to. For right now, we're focused on these basic things. Soup, don't... Look, I opened my heart to you and told you about the truth of my moment of weakness. You can't throw it in my face like that. That's just disrespectful. If it has Oreos in it, it's soup. Exactly. Which is, of course, what I meant all along. Okay, we're already almost to 100. We've got 3 piles of coal. Fortunately, it starts pulling in before they actually get there, because, good lord, these people walk slowly. But the wood's not really coming in yet. Should be bringing in wood. Oh, there's one. Oh no, are we doing one of these again? I'm happy to argue about the ontological lines of various food products. You had an M&M cookie with no M&Ms in it? I think that's just a cookie. Yeah, it was just cookie. Okay, tent costs 10 wood. We're gonna need another... what, that was 30? Yeah, so we're gonna need another 5 tents. And I like to do 4 and 4, which leaves a space on the back side for a cookhouse, which is an important first thing here. Classic example is always cereal. That's true. Yeah, cereal. I think we already did this. Corey's like, please no. Anyway, while Oreos are vegan, they're not vegetables. I agree with both. I don't think it was anybody disagreeing with that, conceptually. Oh, we've already reached our threshold for coal. That's great news. Yeah, so we want... So what, this would be 2:30 p.m. So we'll see where it stops. Fruit is also vegan. What does that have to do with vegetables? I don't know. I wasn't aware that was a comparison we were making at the moment. Okay, so it should be stopping right at 16? No, that would be 4 o'clock. So it should stop at 17. Unless it goes to 6. I'm not sure. Oh, and people will build faster at night, because apparently when they come in from their day job, we're allowed to just make them work on building houses and stuff around the like village at night. So that's good. Get double work hours out of people, and that's a law we can actually institute if the need arises. I always try to be as considerate to the people as possible. Not because I care about the virtual people, but because it makes the game more challenging, or more interesting. Even when I've lowered the difficulty a little bit. I like to try to avoid the crueler laws. I titled this stream like cannibalism and child labor or something. Those are both laws you can institute in this game. Child labor is actually one of the first ones to get suggested to you, because people in town just suggest laws to you. And one of the first ones they do is just like, hey, you know, let's put these kiddos to work. Which, personally... Who's asking the plants if it's okay to take their fruit or turn their wheat into flour? Who cares what the plants think? Fruit. Is V8 soup? I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes, V8 is soup. It's cooked. Yeah, I believe so. People are done working. Somebody's going without a house tonight. Shit. Well, when I say somebody, I mean 10 people. We should turn the generator on, though, because it's about to get cold as fuck. And the generator has a radius and a power that it works at. Both affect the consumption of coal. And certain buildings require certain heat levels in order to function. The tents just need one. Generator hums with reassuring warmth, but we shouldn't take it for granted. If this generator goes down, the city dies. Be mindful of coal reserves. Now, food. Yeah, so we need to build a cookhouse, which is what I said earlier. Because I know what's up. V8 is owned by Campbell's. It's all coming together. Honestly. The conspiracy just builds itself. It's 100% a soup. Undoubtedly. You've seen The Happening, you would be worried? I've not seen The Happening. I really should play more strategy games. They're just fun. And these are the games that I usually play in my free time. Stuff that I can walk away from. Because extended periods of focus are difficult. Okay, so what we want to think about next is we're going to need like 30 wood total because it's 20 for the cookhouse, and then we need to build one more tent. So we're going to actually reassign some people. We're going to take people off of one of these coal piles and send them toward another wood pile, which I think is... no, that's metal. We do need metal, but we need wood more right now. So we're going to focus on that. I don't think the cookhouse requires any wood, or any metal, I mean. No, just 20 wood. And we need a hunter's hut, too, to start gathering food. So the hunter's hut, people go get meat, and then the cookhouse turns meat into rations, and rations are what people can actually eat. There are laws you can pass to make the rations stretch thinner by, like, adding sawdust or making soup, actually. So this is very topical. Soup is the right thing for us to be arguing about right now. Hopefully nobody dies overnight. With the people's needs setting lowered down to the easier one, I'm hoping we won't lose anybody overnight. Somebody is sick though, so that's not good. Shit. So we're definitely gonna need that extra wood tomorrow. We just need to survive the evening. It's gonna get a lot colder a little bit into the 4th day, or the 5th day. You believe that's the common definition of cooked, flavorful liquid with or without solid mix throughout, eaten on its own as a food. Well, and there's that. The last part is the problem because people V8 is like intended to be a drink, right? So if it's not eaten on its like if you don't just pour a can of V8 into a bowl and eat it with a spoon, is it a soup or is it a beverage? Because like if V8's a soup, then a Bloody Mary is just a soup with vodka in it. I don't think there's anything we can do in the interim, and it's making me nervous. Could be a cold soup like a gazpacho. Ah, yes. You put egg drop soup in drinking mugs. Is it a beverage? See, that's a good question. Well, this is why I'm lost in why eaten as a food is part of the definition. Because, like, what is eaten as a food? You drink soup. You don't chew it. So is it eating, or are we just calling it eating? Okay, only one person got sick. That's a good... That's the best we could hope for. Let's put it that way. It could have been worse. We're 1 hour away from the next workday starting. People are shuffling out. Everything alright over there?
She keeps grumbling at me.
That's the dog?
That, yeah.
Oh my god. I just keep hearing...
She's grumbling at me.
Okay, with the sound of the horn... You were more so going for, like, the main component of a meal. So, like, eaten alone, basically, is what we're saying here. Okay, we can build the last tent. Nobody is homeless tonight. That's good. Health, medical post is 25 wood. We do really need food, though. So we should probably do the hunter's hut, or the cookhouse. The hunter's hut I've found does okay if it's kind of out in the cold. Because people aren't even really in it anyway, right? They go out to hunt. So it's okay if that workstation is out in the cold. And I'm hoping the sick person might only be sick because they were out overnight, but I don't think they can actually get better without a medical tent. But soups are often side dishes or appetizers. This is a good point. Do you choose soup if it has things in it? I'm not swallowing carrots or potatoes whole. Well, I mean, not with that attitude, pimp. Come on, you gotta power through. If you're chewing on it, you're not fully experiencing the soup. You gotta embrace it. Okay, cookhouse is gonna take up this whole amount. It'll adjust. But unfortunately, it's gonna, because that's close enough to its actual size, it just takes the whole section. Which kind of sucks, but we also don't want our cookhouse to ever go out of operation. So, fuck it, we ball. As soon as we can increase the radius of this, we would like to do that. But we need to research that first, which means we need research. You're not enjoying the soup enough? You'll go get a can and chug it to repent for your sins. Or getting all of your soups at restaurants. Not making another dish after all the effort of making a soup. Yeah, when I make soup at home, I'm just having the soup. Soup takes a lot of work. So I do hear that. Okay, we can build the medical tent now, but it will be out in the cold. Which isn't, like, ideal. We want a research facility. I guess having a medical tent is better than not, right? I should probably just have one. We'll put it over here. Maybe we can research for one of those localized heaters faster. But the tent is useless without a path. So we need to build a path to it. People will do that. Is macaroni and cheese soup? In that scenario, you'd call it stew. Oh, now you're just being deliberately difficult. And yes, I know I said stoop. We're going to pretend I didn't and move on with our evening. Thank you very much. I don't think macaroni and cheese is soup. No, I think it's a pasta. No, leave my stoop alone. I don't want to hear it. We're trying to build up as much coal as we possibly can, as quickly as we can. And then the first thing we research in terms of big manufacturing facilities is a coal plant. It's okay, Stoop Kid. Stoop Kid's gonna leave the stoop. You can adjust the definition for stews. You have that power? Are you the steward? You didn't have to stoop so low. Wow, we're all just teaming up. Suddenly we're all full of zingers, aren't we? Look at us go. Regular Don Rickles. Triumvirate of Don Rickles. Oh, we're almost like full up with coal. That's not a problem I usually have. Oh, and we have a steam core, which is basically a fancy technology button. Like, it's a thing you need to build in order, or you need to have in order to build high technology things. If you make soup, but then all the liquid boils away, is it then a stew? No, then I would say, isn't it like a jambalaya when it's just like a bowl of shit? You know? You get what I mean, though, right? If the solid ingredients of the soup are near or more volume than the broth, it's a stew. What if there's no broth? Then it's not a stew. It's got to be something else, like a salad. Is it a salad? Okay, we're going to need cook people. We're almost full up on coal, so we really don't need to worry about that. We've got the cookhouse, which we can employ with either workers or engineers. I think we'll take the people from one more of our coal pits and put them there. And then we're going to take the remaining 10 and assign them to that steel pile, because we will need that eventually, and we might as well be collecting it. Looks like we don't have a sick person anymore, so the tent did its job. That's great news. So we're actually, let's pause for a second, because we're in pretty good shape here. We need to build our hunter's hut, but we've got 64 wood to do that with, so that should be no problem. We've got 733 coal. We've got the 10 base steel that it gives you with for starters. We've got our steam core. Hope is somewhere around the middle, which is good. Discontent is at 0, which is excellent. Nobody's homeless. Nobody's sick. We got all 80 people. Things are going pretty good. If you boiled it in a liquid and drained it, you'd probably call that a boil. Like if you were to have a lobster boil. It's interesting. It's not a term I usually hear used that way. But I also can't disagree with you. Like a crawfish or a lobster boil. Got it. I mean, I totally know what you mean. I just hadn't considered that. Okay, we're going to put our hunter's hut right here. They're mad because it's not adjacent to a street. But we can fix that with the power of adding streets. It actually only needs to touch it, but I like it to fill the whole area, because I'm not a savage. So, Corey, are you not pro boil? How do you feel about boils? Okay, we got a hunter's hut. Hunter's hut is happening. Time is moving forward. People are in their free time. Can we pass any laws yet? No. Is the little bit of, like, game sound of, like, the cricketing of menus making it through for y'all? Or... I feel like it's just barely in there. Right? Like, if I open this, you hear those clicks and stuff? Just for, like, I don't know, for effect or whatever. I don't want it too high because there's, like, a constant drone of snow that I don't really want over the music. You hear it if you're paying attention. Trying to, like, just balance shit out a little bit. And then, of course, I want to make sure you can always hear me, because I am the most important thing in the universe. Most important thing, though. I'm not technically a person. Austin Homelander. Please don't call me Super Hitler. I'd really rather you didn't. Not a person, so I'm a soup. Technically, yeah, if you put me in a bowl, I'm a bunch of meat suspended in liquid. It's just Super Hitler. I don't know, am I saying Hitler too many times? I don't want to do that. I don't want the people that like him to come and exist in my space. Or at all. With basic resources secured for now, we can try to rescue the people we left behind. Build a beacon, scout Frostland, and save his... It always tells me to build the beacon faster than I'm ready. It's like, hey, you know what you need to do immediately? Start sending people back out into the snow. We know you're barely hanging on to life, and you need every person you can in order to collect resources to maintain that shred of vitality that your civilization has. Humans are mostly water, so that makes us a soup. Exactly. We are, if you put us in a bowl or a mug, we're officially soup. That's the law. Alright, where are all of our people? We can hover over that and it shows us where everyone's at. So we need to pull 15 somehow to be our hunters. So I think we take... I think we take 5 from each wood pile and 5 from the steel pile, because we don't even need the steel right now. So I'm fine if that's really slow collection. Oh no, we'd rather the engineers here than out hunting. Really don't want the engineers to get sick, because as soon as we can build a research station, we'd rather them be in there. Earth is Earth is a soup. Really, in the end, everything is soup. Not quite. What, would you say it's more of like a gravy-soaked biscuit? Oh god, wait, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have brought up biscuits. I apologize already. Magma is not flavorful? It says you. Some people like spicy food, Moody. Some of us can handle the heat. It is if you add salt. Magma is a social construct. Magma's all in your mind. It's just rock soup. Just gotta open up your brain. Oh wait, how's the... Oh, we got one in oh, not in palliative. Okay, good. Just being treated. So somebody is sick but being taken care of, which is... That's fine. We're okay with that. I could up the speed, but I don't really want to. It's just a bunch of hot basalt. You can go lick some right now, but you don't need to do that because you already have, and it's not great. You know what? It's not great, but if it's not great, it has a flavor, right? Just because it's a bad flavor doesn't mean it doesn't have a flavor. You said flavorful. I stand by it. Okay, workshop is going to take us 5 steel, but we need one. I want to put the workshop over on this end. Like that. Water has more flavor. It tastes of dust more than anything. Okay, well, I'll admit dust isn't really a flavor. It more just feels like the puckering of your tongue. Dust flavor is an aesthetic. You're just not one of the people that's into the whole dust experience. The dust culture is a live movement. It's vibrant. It's happening. Build the beacon. Apocalypse core. Also, don't really recommend licking pumice. Very uncomfortable. Seems coarse. Okay. I guess they want to rescue the survivors of our expedition. Fine. People are so needy. What about my sister? She's out in the cold. Yeah, well, she should have walked faster. Okay, they're back to work in 2 hours. It's the porosity, very grabby. Ah, really unnatural feeling. I don't know if I've ever licked pumice. I feel like I would know if I had. See, look at the first thing they always ask is for child labor. Like, who the hell are you? Just get back to work. We're not doing child labor. Hope is on the rise. Discontent is in the toilet. Why would we need to start child labor? I feel like you just like child labor. Have you ever sucked the air out of a water bottle? Yes. Many times. It's the most effective way to lower the volume in order to more effectively dispose of it. Also might give you cancer if you accidentally inhale it while licking, and this is something you've attempted and put yourself at risk of. Just making sure we're on the same page. Just want to know what kind of decision maker you are. No, it's more like parentheses woman, like it's a skill check. My poor sister is trapped in the cold. We'll go find her. Here's a shovel. Oh, God. Well, you looked it up after you did it. Oh, it's always good to find out that something you did might give you cancer. I mean, for clarity's sake, because I am just laughing at you about this, I hope you don't have cancer. Just to be clear. But also... nice. Okay, we're engineering, but we don't have anything to research. We're just gonna make them happy, and we're gonna go for the beacon right out of the gate. We're gonna do the required things. So research the beacon. No, it's okay. I spent 4 years on the swim team in the sun, wearing minimal amounts of sunscreen, and never reapplying, so I also did something that I later found out would give me cancer. Kinesthetic learners be like, trial and error is the key to success and injury. You had a pretty sus bump on your arm for a couple weeks, but it went away. It went away. That's all that matters. There's a mole on my shoulder that's cause for concern, but the doctor assures me it's fine. Your operating theory is spider bite. Those can look pretty ugly, so I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, we're researching the bacon. We've got wood. We've got food and hunters. I'm tempted to try and stretch the food because people they just eat too much, you know? Like, stop eating all the time. Okay. So, we're not going to do child labor. I think we are going to do soup. No, eating soup, that's right. It causes discontent every time they eat. We're not going to do that until we have a food problem. Oh, it's still there, but it's gotten smaller. Stopped hurting after the first 3 days, too. Wait a second. You recently licked pumice. What kind of cancer is it supposed to give you? Why don't we start there? This has nothing to do with the pumice. That was years ago. Oh, okay. Okay. I was really losing track of the thread of the conversation there. A woman came forward after we built the workshop. She said her husband and daughter didn't reach the city. Yeah, we're researching it, okay? We're 61% of the way to being ready to build the thing that we'll use to put the team together to go and send somebody out to possibly find your dead father. Just relax. These things take time. Is there anything else we can look at building in the meantime? Gathering posts are good. They're not a bad thing to do. It makes it safer for people to like mine shit. We do really want to be aiming toward the let's go ahead and do that. How many wood is this? We got 56. We can do one of these. We're gonna need this stuff. And then we just need to build on out to it, which I wish I had planned for. I guess that still looks kind of nice. Inhaling pumice is kind of like weak sauce asbestos, if that helps my picture. It does help my picture. I figured it was something to that effect. Well, that sick person's got to get better. We got work for them to do. Coal pile depleted. Which one? Which one? Is it that one? That gives us 15 workers back, but we're gonna go ahead and assign them to the other coal pile. Wood crates depleted, and we pause again. That was that. So then we can put them on the metal then. The song has your name on it? Says Melody? What's say? Oh, Moody Manchester. Is Moody Manchester the name of the song or the person? Is the person Paula, or is Moody Manchester the person? Because I have a feeling Moody Manchester is the song, but if you were going to tell me that it was Moody Manchester, Paula, I would have guessed that. I'm a little bothered by that. Oh, damn it. There we go. What the hell? That's supposed to be on there, and then we're over here. There we go. Okay, so we got them assigned to new jobs. Nobody's out of a job, which is good. We don't really have room for that. But the next thing we're gonna do is set up a squad. Okay, beacons researched. We want to pause and get the researching started on something else immediately. Heaters is the best thing, because that makes it so that buildings can heat themselves, at least up one level from where they are. Moody like a melody in my head that I can't keep out. Got me singing like na 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 every day. I can't remember that song, but it sounds familiar to me.
Oh my god.
Help me.
Shawty is like a melody in my head that I can't keep out. Singing like na 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 every day. That's how we play.
Emily's got you covered. I hope you were able to hear that. Corey says thank you. You didn't know the answer, but M alliteration with adjective noun is approved by you. You believe Course is calling you a shoddy. I believe that's accurate. Okay, so we are researching for heaters, and then we also want to get the build started. A new hand touches the beacon. We need 35 steel. Do you have the boots with the fur? With the fur. We need more wood for that. No, we need more steel. We need more steel. That's what's happening. Okay, we're gonna keep the world a-moving. They're coming in. The hunters should be going out. Why is this not running? Because there aren't any foods. You've been known to drop it low. I'm pretty sure that's the primary prerequisite.
End of shift. Go rest all you can.
Corey. Jesus, Lola. What the hell? Okay, they should be building these out here. Because it's nighttime and they're supposed to build at night. I'm happy that we're doing really good in the coal department because it's about to get really cold. Okay, yes. We've got the road to this almost completely built. This just gives them a place to collect the stuff that they're bringing out of these piles, and it allows them to have heat here, so it makes it less likely that people get sick while they're working on those deposits. So that's a good thing, obviously. We'll have to tear it down when those are depleted. Serving temperature optional. User's preference. There you go. There's your STOOP acronym. It's a nice coincidence that like a quarter of all songs have the word melody in them. That's pretty helpful. Yeah. Oh, and that means that we can pull workers from these and they go into here instead. So you can use fewer workers to do more collecting? Didn't know about that. I mean, I'm sure I'd known at one time, but I forgot.
I need you.
You need me?
Just a minute.
Okay, hold on. It's apartment application stuff. Please bear with. I'll be right back. Sometimes obstacles upstage pronunciation. Very nice. Alright, I'm gonna back soon for just a second. Still have a little bit of
didn't finish my food. Moody, thank you. Oh, Chichiri, I'll call you out at some point. Just give me a minute. Self-proclaimed troll master. Oh my god, that's horrifying.
Okay, so I walk... Wait. Stop taking others' umbrellas, please. Okay, so I walk over there. M needed my signature for something, for the application. And she's doing something, like, really important. And Lola's just sitting there on the couch next to her with a paw on Emily's arm. Just sitting there like, excuse me, I have something very important that I'd like to talk to you about. You're so needy, booger. Okay, so we actually have 10 unemployed now. We have 15 out of 15 on there, but we can empty that out and have them instead build another gathering post here. And it looks like they have all the people they need to build that already, so hopefully the road can get built in time. And then we just let that run. And if that gets built out, then we can assign people to that to collect the coal, and then I think that'll actually leave us with enough workers to make our adventure crew. So did I build my beacon yet? That needs 20 wood and 35 steel, which will hopefully get collected tomorrow. That still has 20 left in it. That still has 49 left in it. So that should do the trick. And then I guess we tear that down and put it over here. We'll leave the road as like a legacy road, because that's kind of a neat, I guess. It's very important to Lola. Boo. I'm proud of you, but boo. Starfish turn outside under pressure. That's true. That's true. A good fun fact indeed. That just needs to be finished before 8 o'clock in order to not waste any time. And then that should get us what we need to be able to build the beacon. Then after we build the beacon, we need, I think it's 10 people and 10 wood. And then we can build an outpost crew. So we should be good to go for that. And then after this research is done, those outposts can get heating so that the people there don't freeze to death. It's already better for them this way, but it'll be even better with heaters on, and we have tons of extra coal to handle that. So that would be good. Oh, it's about to get colder. Oh, joy. That should happen momentarily. Gotta try oolong sometime. It's been your favorite since you started drinking tea. I don't know if I've ever had oolong tea. And I do likes me my tea, so I will definitely give it a try. Emily, we apparently need to get oolong tea.
I might have made you have it in milk tea form.
I may have already had it in milk tea form. Unfortunately, I'm not responsible for, nor do I remember my own decisions. So, if you want to know whether or not I've done, seen, consumed, or experienced something, you'll have to ask my secretary / enforcer. Emily?
Enforcer?
It's dual purpose. Has a nice floral sweet taste. There's definitely a milk tea that Emily's made me have that was flowery. So maybe I have had that. Well, yeah, because I called you my secretary, and then that made it sound like I was calling you less than, which isn't really an accurate description of the relationship. So I had to add enforcer, which seems like an overcorrection. But we've got both, and now they balance out.
Oh, you're gonna need a. There's gonna be a notification on your phone. You need to tell me what it says.
Alright. Look at you, Phantom Lady.
Well, because he sent me PDFs that I can't open unless I'm you.
What?
Yeah.
Should have just let you in. Austin resurrecting the boomer humor ball and chain jokes? No, we love each other and we're happy. It's just an important facet of a relationship. Emily serves as my brain. I don't have my own. There's definitely some truth to that stuff. Oh, it's much colder now. We don't have coolers yet, which means it's also dangerously cold here. Almost, not quite. Oh, that's right. The hospital needs to be warmer in order to operate. Has a base requirement of... Look out for other hits like Let Me Ask the Warden. I do find it amusing how often that stuff is, like, swept away as, no, that's not how my relationship works. I mean, like, it should be. Like... Oh, okay, heaters. We can save this place now. There we go. Now it runs. Okay, we need drawing boards. 50 wood for that. Crap. We don't have enough wood to do that. How close are we on building the beacon? We have the wood we need. We need a little bit more steel and then we'll be there. I mean, like, for real, though. Let Me Ask the Warden is obviously the wrong way to phrase it. But, like, when you're in a relationship, pretty much every decision you make affects both people. So, like, you should probably ask. Cookhouse is functioning, but doesn't have any food. There are enough people here, right? Why is this exclamation point? What does that mean? Why does that hunters will set out to bring in raw food? Why does that warrant an exclamation point? That seems like what it's supposed to do. Equal communication is indeed important, yes. Supervisor was the word I was looking for. What did I say? Enforcer. Yeah, that works too. Tough with one brain, though. Yeah, I do my best. It's actually easier with one brain if you think about it. Or if you don't. Lola ate my old one. Now, it's been gone since long before Lola. It's probably Phoebe we blame for that one. my loss of brain. Why is discontent up? What are you mad about? Oh, they're mad because it got colder. That's fair. As if that's my fault, though. Come on. So we're waiting on Wood to research the next tier of, like, researchables. Coal Thumper would be nice, but I always rather just go straight to coal mining, because you don't need the Thumper to get mining. Then you can just go straight to that. Coal is no longer a problem. Sawmill is a good thing to have. Steelworks is a good thing to have. Sawmill I should probably actually go ahead and do, because we really need more wood. Is that going to leave me with enough? Oh, I can build the beacon first. Let's build the beacon first. So we'll put the beacon... I'm probably going to want to fill this area up with workshop. So we'll put the beacon here. Okay. And then, yeah, I should be able to set it up to... We'll go for the sawmill, and then with the sawmill we can get wood faster. And wood is our primary research material. Is it? It's not the only... Oh, yeah, it's pretty much the only research material. It costs wood to research, for whatever reason. But sawmills are good because we can just plop them in one of these big areas of trees, and it takes a long time to deplete that supply. Eventually you can get a wall drill which just pulls infinite wood out of the ice in the wall. Don't ask me how, but that's how you get your infinite wood. Infinite iron comes from this one iron deposit over here with the thingy you need to drill that with, and then the coal from the coal.
This is for you to put.
Oh, yeah, thank you. That's my driver's license. How's the New Year's plan going? You think last year was in the hiatus? New Year's... I mean, I don't have a specific plan. We're planning on doing a 12-er. That's for sure. Which is obviously a little more of a squeeze given the move operation, but I think it's still going to happen. So I don't know exactly what we'll do. I'd be open to suggestions. Ooh, beacon launch. Definitely going to be some gaming, definitely some artsy fartsiness. But what exactly I'm going to do, I'm not sure. Probably some VR nonsense. Okay. So now we can send crews of people out on expeditions. First thing we want to do is that, but we got to make our crew first. So we need 40 wood and 5 workers. I thought it was 10. Alright, so we let this run into the next day a little bit, and then we'll be able to finally send people out to go and save whoever's left of that party. Our original party. Yeah, I know, we're ready to search. We needed a win. People are happy. That should positively impact our meters here. I know it's cold. We all know it's cold. What do you... Like, you're gonna be in a situation like this, and you're gonna be like, it's cold. You're gonna complain about that? Like, I mean, come on. Just suffer like the rest of us. There are new Mario Kart tracks? It is cold. I mean, to be fair. That's accurate. I didn't know there were new tracks. I knew that they brought it, like, are like new? Or just remastered new? Why are so many people getting sick? Stop that. Is it because our hospital's out in the cold? Because That might have something to do with it. I'm doing the best I can here, okay? How many beds do they have? I don't actually know. I'm gonna hope they can take 10 people. Remaster, remake, and from tour. So no, like, purely new, but with, like, some of the new features added in and, like, the throwback style tracks. So still basically new. Well, that's cool. I saw that they brought back... Was that the 64 Rainbow Road that I saw in there? I'm pretty sure. So we could definitely do some Mario Kart. 3DS. Peach Garden Remake. That's right. I saw a glimpse of that, but I didn't watch the track all the way through. I heard... Was that the one... The third lap is backwards? Or something? Something like that. Okay, people. 64 was already in the game. Well, yeah, that's... I mean, obviously that's what I said. I knew that all along. I was testing you, and you passed. Congratulations. This must be a very big moment for you. Okay. Moving into the next day. We still got plenty of coal. Looks like the wood is depleted. We're researching the sawmill. But that obviously hasn't started yet. Maple Treeway got worse? How? What'd they do to it? I love this, the way the snow just hugs all of the shapes. They made everything bigger. So is it like just less comfortable to play on? Am I only getting steel from here now? Yeah, because the wood is gone. And I will definitely need wood to build the steelworks after we've researched it. Which means I'm going to need to send people out to one more wood pile. Which we've got over here. But I don't have the wood to build that. So that's kind of a pain. So for now I'm just going to send people over here. We're trying to move out of these things anyway. Coal pile depleted. I see it's moving through that pretty quickly already. If I tear this down, I get 12 wood. How many wood would it cost me to build another one of those? Gathering post is 15 and 5, so it wouldn't even be enough to build another one. So I might as well just send people to collect. Oh, this one should be torn down anyway, though. Like I said, we'll leave the road for, like, legacy reasons. Kind of weird there's a Berlin track now. I did see that. That one's from Tour, right? Don't own Mario Kart 8, and this is all from seeing other people playing. I see. Okay, we already have enough wood now. We can just build another gathering post right here that collects from all three of those things. Don't have the wood to build the streets. Forgot about that part. You missed the pre-made carts? What do you mean? Okay, I'm gonna leave this running for just a second. I'll be right back. Watch this for me. Don't let anybody die. If it happens, it's on you. Okay, I'm back. Did anybody die? Have you failed me? You haven't let me down yet. People are still sick, though. Work on that. I'm not here to learn a meta build for each course. I'm here to raise funny little characters. Yeah, exactly. Rob had a Beyblade card? Pimp, you like the custom cards? I don't know. I don't know if I'm trusting your judgment. What does this red flag mean? Storage near capacity. Okay. That's fine. Oh, we can build the sawmill now. Yes. Okay, so we're going to put that there. We need to build the path out to this thing. And then ideally, we need a path out to this thing. But we don't have the wood. We need 13. You watch me, so I shouldn't trust your judgment. Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say. You already have, like, clearly made bad decisions. Oh no, we're already through the workday. Damn it. It's about to get warmer. That'll automatically make people happier. Lola. Self-control is key to a happy life. You'd love to see the double dash mechanic come back. That I would be all over. Double dash is such a fun game. They did a version of that for, I remember the Crash Racing game did a double dash kind of thing. Okay, infinite wood is going to be... Well, that's not infinite wood, but that's a lot of wood. Self-control is key to a happy life. You're sorry for me. Don't be sorry. I'm controlled. I almost want to institute a 24-hour shift just to get that extra bit of wood that I need. I'm so tempted, but it'll make people so mad. I think you meant chocolate, actually. Easy mistake. I'm enforced. Exactly, right? We've looped it back around. We don't need separate workers on this pile that way. We've just got the 10 in there. And then we'll have another 10. I just want that 40 wood. But it was worth it to build out this sawmill. I know we want to rescue our survivors, but there are more important things. Besides, if we can't support them because the place isn't running properly, we can't handle survivors anyway. Okay, why are people getting sick? Stop that. Hey, Meow, how you doing? If the kids are working, you say make them keep going. No, the kids aren't working. We don't have child labor. We haven't had to do that yet. Steelworks extracts iron from the deposits. 40 steel per workday. So it's tempting. Because the steel, so we get to pull straight from the wall for that one. right out of the gate. Okay, I get it. People are sick. It's about to get warmer. Just everybody stay calm. Fine, I'll build another hospital. You're so needy. I can't afford to build another hospital, so we're going to have to tough it out. What's a little childhood trauma anyway? It'll keep them tough when they grow up. Exactly. Builds character. Meow, how's your day going? Got any childhood trauma you want to discuss? Welcome to Austin's Bad Therapy Hour. Back in my day, we used to have our kneecaps broken to teach us not to stand up when we weren't spoken to. Why, to this day, I still flinch when I have an idea. Just put a sign on a building calling it a hospital and let nature take its course. I'm pretty sure that's called entrapment and or murder. I'm not sure which. But do you really want it to be either? We can keep going like this for a while, I'd say. Thank you, Clinton Finch. I appreciate that enthusiasm. Margaret Parker, we're doing fine, all things considered. Thank you, Margaret. I'm glad everybody's feeling positive into the heat, which is about to hit us. It's going to go back down to... or back up, I guess, to minus 30 Celsius. In, like, seconds here. It's just about to happen. Come on. Hit me with that. Hit me with that heat blast. People are going to be happy. Discontent's going to go down. I don't think hope will change. But discontent should go down. And people should heal from sickness better. Oh, look at that steam. That's the steam of victory. There are no laws, so sue you. I'm pretty sure if there are no laws, they can't sue you. And I'm beginning to think that might just be your plan, now that I mention it. Learned the kneecap lesson from old Robbie Capriccio. I think that had to do with some kind of debt thing, whatever he meant. It's not something they're familiar with. Not for extended periods of time. Okay, we got another gathering post depleted. So we can tear that down. We've got a coal reserve that'll last us. We are going to build this out soon. But I think what we actually need to focus on first preference is going to be... No, we're going to want to send the crew out. We're going to want to send the crew out. Let's go ahead and do that. So that's also 40 wood, so as soon as we get to that, we'll go for it. Because the crew will also find resources, which gives us a boost in that department. They'll find people, which we'll need to house, but those people will come with resources. And if we get the next tier of research, that will give us the ability to increase our generator range or power. Whichever one we want to do first. And I always do range first, because that gives you a second ring, so you can house more people and keep everything at the base heating level, so that, you know, people don't die. Because after the 10th day starts, the temperature will go back down to what it was, which was minus 40. How long until you can't see the base through the smog? Through the magic power of video game wind, pollution is not a problem. Don't worry about the smog. The smog is creating much needed global warming. We've almost got the wood we need. We can almost send people out. 39. Oh, don't tease me like that. Don't taunt me with your wood. 40. There we go. Create a new scout team. And we are going to send them here. Go recover our people. Perpetually burning coal in a high crater is very clean, we promise. I mean, it seems like it's like mostly flowing up and out, right? It's going up enough that it seems like it's kind of, look, it's making it over that edge. I can't really change my camera angle, but I mean, you know, it's working. It's going fine. Just gotta trust. We've got an infinite supply of coal, and it creates abundant energy. What about history could tell us that this could possibly go wrong? Thank you, Meow. Meow trusts. I hereby dub this town New Mexico City. Okay, we're gonna want that increased wood supply. We need 13 in order to make that road. I don't want people to have to trudge through the snow to get to that. Actually, I don't think they can. I don't think it'll run that way. Come on, one more wood. One more. Or no, we got there. That was it. We needed 13, not 15. So we'll just run that down to there. Then we can staff that, which will be good. So that in the top right corner, you can see that's our crew, or our expedition crew. So that's 6 hours 52 minutes until they get to the people they're going to. And then there'll be another timer for the return trip. And this is not researching anything, simply because I want to go for the next tier first rather than spend more wood. After we can upgrade a layer, I'm going to go ahead and introduce child shelters rather than child labor, because that makes people really happy, and I want people happy. And, you know, the children, whatever. And then we have to build one of those, but it can stay warm if we've been able to upgrade our generator. I don't know why they don't build the road in order. It seems like it'd be a lot easier to carry stuff out to build the road if you just build along the road. I don't know, that's just me. I'm not like a road builder. You don't need people happy, you turn down their happy sensors. Well, no, actually. I turned down their proclivity for sickness and death, but their attitude settings are normal. So they'll still just as easily get mad at me, and if discontent gets high enough, they will start a separatist group, which is problematic. And if hope is low enough, I think it decreases productivity, which is obviously the main concern. They're kids, they should be working. No, we're not doing child labor, and I'm concerned by how in support of that you are. Workers of the pit, rise up. Yeah, so if they're not happy with the way I'm taking care of them, they threaten to kill me, which is, you know, reasonable. Wait, you're still saying that's not connected? My butt. What is this? It's connected. Why not? Is that the problem? Or does that not... Oh, Austin. You dillweed. There we go. Too bad we don't do that whole threaten the boss thing anymore. Good system. Yeah. About that. We should revisit that. Oh, there we go. You start a world where adults just get it on all the time and force kids to do all the work. Adults are happy. The kids can't fight back. Pimp, I'm gonna be honest, you're worrying me a little bit. I think you might just be too much of a genius. It's dangerous. Scouts have reached the expedition. Only survivors. Great. Yeah, search the area, I guess. Send them to the city, which allows some of them to die. Some of you may die. But that is a sacrifice I am willing to make. So they're coming back. We're going to let our other guys keep going. You're just prepared? I don't like that. That didn't make me feel better about what you just said. Let's go for the crash site. We'll send them there. And then these folks are on their way back to us on their own. So some of them will die along the way, but that means we have fewer to support, and they didn't have any resources. So that's just the way it'd be. You have a sudden distinct craving for Funyuns. Possibly because you keep thinking about French onion soup ever since our discussion earlier. Is that why they're called Funyuns? Is it an abbreviation or an amalgamation or a portmanteau or whatever of French onion? Okay, we need to survive another night without losing any people. We haven't lost anyone yet. Probably fun onions. Yeah, I mean, I figure probably, but what if it's French onion? What if? Wouldn't you rather live in a world where it's an amalgamation of French onion? French onion flavored rings would be even tastier. It would be pretty damn good. It would be pretty damn good. I've been making meals from one of those meal prep services, which will remain nameless because I'll be damned if I'll promote somebody for free. But they had this like onion crunchy chicken. It was just sheet pan chicken with like deep fried onions on the top of it. It was really good. You had the worst idea. Pimp, when you say that, it's often concerning. Because if by your standards it's the worst idea, I don't... This could go to some dark territory. Unruly kids get eaten. There's your cannibalism. Well, I'll be honest, it's not off the table. A modest proposal. Relevant. What's relevant? Hey, Kenna, how you doing? No. Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go. It still didn't go the way it was supposed to. Funyuns?
Oh my god, they have Lay's wavy Funyun onion flavored rings. Oh my god, they have Lay's wavy Funyun onion flavored rings.
Thank you, Kenna. Wait, Lay's... What is it? Lay's Funyun onion flavored... Funyun... I'm not even gonna try. I don't have the comprehension. A modest proposal. I feel like that wouldn't be Corey with the beatboxing. I'm gonna need to hear actual beatboxing. You don't think that'd be as good as Funyuns? The wispy crunch is real nice. That is part of the allure, for sure. Come on, get back to work, everybody. We got survival to barely achieve. Just have these roads to nowhere now. We should be getting wood a lot faster starting today. But I'm just very impatient for today to start. They're Funyun flavored Lays, but the branding on it is truly top tier. Yeah, it's definitely it's a Jenga tower of branding. Hold on, I'm gonna mute for a second. I have to again watch the city. People should be getting to work and we should be getting wood. Keep an eye on it. Make sure we get wood. Okay. You've installed this game like 6 times in the last 2 weeks. I really like this game. I almost played Cities Skylines tonight, but I thought Frostpunk would be a little more ridiculous. And besides, my Cities Skyline city is like... I'm like actually trying. And, you know, I don't pay attention while I'm streaming, and I don't want to risk killing that city because it's like by a wide margin the most stable city I've ever built because I actually followed the rules. City Skylines is an easy way for you to lose 14 hours. Same. Yeah, Melody's also all for it. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Okay, we're gonna have them bring those resources back. We have Lolasburg, Forever Town, and I guess this one. What are we naming this? We'll go with something based on Melody's point, and we'll call it Smoghole. Sounds like a lovely place to live. Welcome to Smoghole, everybody. It was an easy way for you to stream 10 hours and then your game would crash without ever once saving. That is truly devastating. I wish there was something I could do to help. Does it count as rescuing the survivors if... so it says at least 20 people need to make it, right? Epic is doing a different free game again this year. Ooh, today is Bloons. I do like Bloons. I haven't played that game in a long time. Oh, you know what I really want to play is Jelly Car Worlds. I'm very happy that that guy made a new game. I feel like there's something I'm supposed to be building. Was it another medical post? It was. Yeah, to handle all of these stupid sick people. They're really getting in the way. I wish they would just be not sick, you know? Like, there's work to do. Been watching some City Skyline, looks fun. You just don't get any out of Pooh Waterfall. So you were watching RT Game play City Skylines. Yeah, no, I've managed to avoid the Pooh Waterfall. You can do some pretty dumb stuff if you disregard reality. Yes. In both real life and in video games. Endless highways, people stuck in loops forever. I have the most ridiculous interchange on my current city. but it's working, so I'm not going to change it, and I think it looks kind of neat. Do we get enough people? We got enough people! That counted! Okay, we have 34 more homeless. Not great. We're going to go ahead and research that upgrade. And some people are just going to live in the cold. That's the way this is going to go down. We have 34 new homeless, so we need... we'll need 4 houses. So what's the best place to put more housing? Got hospitals there. We need 4 more new houses. 1. That's all we can do for now. We got 1. We're not out of wood. Relax. We got a whole ass sawmill now. We're fine. Did I make Los Angeles? No. Kind of. Now that you mention it, maybe a little bit. Yeah, I sort of made Los Angeles. I definitely went ham on a freeway before I really needed to, just because I thought it looked aesthetic. I need a way to put sparkles on my actual spoken words. You were watching Real Civil Engineer? City Planner Plays, or Real Civil Engineer is a different person? I don't know Real Civil Engineer. It's got like 3 tall buildings, residential spread way too far, and only 6+ lane roads. Now it's actually pretty well spread out. I'm happy with my Skyline City. We'll probably play that on stream too. I want to play more like, you know, planner strategy kind of games, because those are the games that I play in my free time more often these days. He plays City Skyline, so it's a different dude. We need more tent action. Fit those 2 in there. And then that one right there. And that should have us in a pretty good way, with room for another hospital over here, room for another research station here. And then I think we might put another hunting group down. Has the Minecraft server been down? It should still be running. If it's not, please let me know. It shouldn't be down. Oh, shit! It might be kind of down. I got a warning, yeah, right before the whole move thing started happening. I got an email warning me that they were moving us to a different server location, and they sent me a new IP, or a new port, whatever. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. Everything is still alive. It's just in a different location. And I was going to take that as an opportunity to do the upgrade, and I was all ready to, or I was nearly ready to do that. And then I was doing all the move shit and I forgot. So I'll just make it live. When Vegas flooded last year, your reaction was, I hope the homeless people living under Vegas are safe. If you make the highway tall enough, could you let people live under them? Yes, but I didn't do that. So, no. All of our sick are being taken care of. Oh, they didn't pick up the shit. I forgot to have them actually pick up the shit. We're sending them back to the same location. You've been doing shenanigans with your launcher, so you didn't know if it was on your end. No, that was me. That was me. No, we aren't meant to live in the desert. This is true. Shenanigans. Shenanigans! Yeah, it's definitely on my end. I remember them sending that email. I totally forgot about that. I'm sorry. I will. I'll get that hooked back up. I still want to do the update pretty soon, so that I can do VR on the server. That would be good. Okay, we don't have any homeless. We don't have any sick. Well, we don't have any sick that aren't being treated. We're low on food. Okay, why are people getting sick so fast? Oh. Fuck, they're getting sick at work. We gotta turn the heaters on. And then we're gonna need another gathering post, but we don't have the wood we need. But we can set it up next to that coal over there. Then we can gather that up to give us a little boost to get to the point where we can start actually mining coal from the deposit. Prism Launcher, main fork of Multi-MC, just released a new version. And it has a new cat option for the cat button. Well, that's crucial stuff. I've not looked at any of the forks of Multi-MC. I just used the one that I've been using. Are they cleaner looking? Looks like it's going to be freezing in an hour or two. Temp keeps dropping. Yeah, I don't know if you're talking about like you're actually getting cold or if you're talking about the game, but yeah, the temperature drops a level in. No, I'm sorry. Is Prism cleaner? Like as a, like the launcher itself, is Prism just cleaner than regular Multi-MC? Oh, we're just gonna have a short, like a 2-day cold stretch there. It looks like, and then we'll pop back up to 30. But if we're getting the saving grace of popping back up to 30 another time, I'm going to guess the one after this is going to be 2 down, and it might not be too far away. IRL, you must relate to these fake code people. I think you must. Okay, look it's daytime again, everybody. It's daytime. We're all happy. We're happy, and we're working, and we're mostly working. Focus on that part. They'll get back to researching the next tier of the drawing board, and then we should be able to do the generator upgrade, which I think is likely the first thing we gotta do, and then the second thing we'll do is coal mining. Then with those two things, we should be in pretty stable situations. After that is steelworks, because when we have the 3 of those, we're pretty good for a while. We want the ice drill, but that's, I think, another step down, right? Hold on. Because you get the sawmill, and then, yeah, you've got the, no, steam sawmill. Wall drill. Wall drill. Okay, so that's open on the next tier also. Wall drill is good news. That means infinite wood. They're pretty similar. There's a bit more polish here and there, but they're doing a bunch of refactoring. Help me out. What do you mean by that? I don't words. It's just a very active community comparatively. Ah, I see. I'm tempted to do another workshop. Refactoring to rewrite and improve code. I see. So they're cleaning it up on the inside. Thank you, Kenna. Hell, what was I going to build? There was something I was about to build, and now I can't remember what it was. You specialize in refactoring large corporate code bases professionally. Oh. You mean to tell me the walls are made of wood? Apparently, Moody. I don't know what to tell you. Evidently, yes. Come on. Go, 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 go. Research faster. I mean, that's why we're building another research facility, but research faster. You know, that sounds like, well, it sounds like a lot of work is what it sounds like. Oh, they're waiting. Okay. Yes, explore. Take the resources. 47 raw food and 124 wood. We will definitely take that. Sturdy shelter. Union Jack, but no sign of movement. Observatory. Somewhere over here it opens up a mine. And last time I played, I made the mistake of tearing it down for resources, which is dumb, because shortly after you find that, you gain the ability to turn the mine back on. It's not a sexy type of programming. You're not doing AI or fancy animations. And you're not a code fast and break shit code cowboy. No, you're the one that fixes the shit that the code cowboy broke, right? They're your natural enemy. At least this isn't Lego, you'll leave it at that. It's something that most people can't handle. Large corporate code bases are insanely complicated and you love that kind of puzzle. Yeah, it sounds interesting, but it sounds like something that would fill me with rage in short order. Okay, we're researching faster now. Okay, so did I say we're going for coal mining first? No, we're going for generator range upgrade first. Do that. Make that happen. And it should be happening twice as fast now. You need to have a good handle on your rage. I wouldn't say that's the best way to describe me. So, maybe not an Austin kind of job. Okay, we're going to do another hunter's hut. Just kind of jam it over here. Sorry, hunter's hut. It's going to be cold for you. Oh yeah, he might glitch out on you and not answer. It still has that. We're working on a version that has the bug that's dropping answers. So just try again and it should respond. It's like 1 in every 10. I'm not exactly sure what's happening, but I'm just going to change the way that I'm collecting the answers. It's actually probably more accurately 1 in every 8, I would say, is probably the ballpark. New cat versus old cat in Discord. Alright, let's see this. Let's see what we got here. The new cat is cleaner, honestly. It's extremely high fidelity. I love it. Oh, Botman, that's not a very nice horoscope. That's not friendly at all. Where are cats from? Kathmandu. Okay, we've got more hunters, which means we're getting food faster. That's good. All these people are being supported, but their houses are very cold, which we are hopefully just moments away from fixing. In fact, they're gonna hate me for this. I'm sorry, it's necessary. Yeah, I know. We gotta keep this going through the night, and the shift's about to over. The shift's about to over. Hey, you know, it happens to the best of us. Every once in a while, your shift just overs. What are you upset about? Yeah, I know, start heating 2 of the cold homes within 2 days and then keep them heated for 2 days. Or I could say, let's heat all of the homes. And then I have 24 hours to get them heated. Kenna, what did I do? What did I do? I'm in trouble. What have I done? I didn't even know what I did this time. Oh, it's Kathmandu. You're mad about the pun. That's right. That's right. The cats appear when you click the cat button TM in the launcher. We're going to go for let's heat all homes, because they'll be really happy if I manage to fix that, and they'll feel less bad about the 24-hour shift. And it means we'll be able to continue researching through the night, get the generator range upgrade, and then move on. Cats are from Cat City. The new one's name is Rory. I love it. Top tier. If we can just get to that, just come on. Just go. We have to have livable conditions in those homes, which we can achieve. We just need to up the radius here, which we'll be able to do in like a couple seconds. There we go. And range increased. Homes are warm. Livable conditions. Happy people. This should be lowering discontent, which it is. Good, good. We're trying to find another settlement, okay? The cats are from Kazakhstan. They also get special hats for Halloween and Christmas. This is just bringing me unmeasured joy. Unmeasurable? Either way. Oh, bunkhouse would be good. Hothouse would be really good. First thing we definitely need, though, is coal mining, because I am tired of worrying about coal. So we're going to go ahead and research that. That's almost as egregious as the Kathmandu. That means I still take the crown, and I'm happy about that. Cats are actually just dogs put through a catalytic converter. Kenna, somebody perform CPR. RB, if you can hear us. They've returned safely to the city. They brought food and wood. Why would I disband them? No, go back out into the cold. There are tasks for you to do. Moody one. Stray ones roam from the catacombs. You just want to take the victory away from me. You're just trying to make me feel worse. You know what? I demand a recount. I insist that I won. I promise you, I won. I just need to find 13,000 votes. You only do CPR when given consent. Well, that is fairly difficult when people can't breathe. But I respect the moral intent behind your decision. Okay, working through the night is definitely helping us research faster. I do not consent. Thou hast slain me to a degree from which there is no resurrection or redemption. Tragic. Sorry, I'm trying to do that at a volume that's remotely acceptable for... It's 11:10. It's not that late. DNR tattoo when... I mean, you could get the bracelet. That's almost as good. But then if somebody cuts your arm off, who's gonna know? That's the problem. The most millennial thing ever. Do not resuscitate tattoo. Okay, we are running out of coal. I'm gonna pause time for a second. Because we're gonna be able to build that coal plant, but it's gonna take some time. So we should get them going, building a gathering post for these two, just to get us by. That's too old-fashioned now. Get a QR code that takes you to a web page explaining your level of consent. Now that's the most Gen Z thing ever. You'd seriously be impressed if someone could tattoo a working QR code that healed scannable. Maybe if you did like a really big one that was like the, you know, the ones that are like 4 units to a side or whatever. Like the really low resolution one that's like can take you to, or like contain like a few lines of text or whatever. Because they have different sizes. There are like 4 different sizes, right? Maybe more than that. It just says hi. It's perfect. That's all you need. And then it needs to say, you know, resuscitation consent instructions, please scan QR code. And then they scan it and it just says hi. You just clown somebody on your way out the door. While they're looking for that, it's already too late. You're dead. You achieve your goal, right? And then you also get to clown somebody. A link to Austin's Twitch. Now that is the ultimate troll. NFC tag embedded in your wrist with your medical info, your will, your manifesto, and your Tamagotchi. There's a guy who put a USB drive in his prosthetic finger. That's not a bad idea, honestly. I could get behind that. I don't think that's going to be built in time. Ooh, we can build the coal mine now. Okay, we're also going to research... Sawmill's doing fine. We should not waste time on that right now. I think hothouse is probably the thing we should do next, because that's a way for us to get food faster than hunting. Okay, so we can build a coal mine now, which is going to do wonders for our environmental impact. Let's connect that over there. We used our one and only steam core, but hopefully we'll find more. A very British thing to build. I think it would be Austin flipping you off. Not sure what quote that is. Oh yeah, what quote is that? That's not something we can search for. No, there's a perfectly good road. What is wrong with these people? Oh, we gotta go build. Better not take the road and then build the connecting road. Better just trudge through the snow. Excuse me. Sorry, I was sneezing with rage.
Move! Time to get to work.
Thank you, Corey. Hot houses will be really good for us. Well, I was going to get up to go get a tissue, but they've nearly... Oh no, they have built this. They have built this. We need to put workers in there. There we go. Okay, that should save us from the impending coal crisis. All of my legal documents strewn all over the apartment. I don't know if you know this about me. I'm not extremely organized. So when I needed to get stuff together to apply for a new apartment, and that happened like an hour before the stream, it basically resulted in a small skirmish throughout the apartment. Get in on Coalcoin fast while you can. Yeah, I hear that it really goes up and down rapidly in value, and then plummets after people spend millions of dollars on pictures of coal. Speaking of spending needless amounts of money on pictures, Trump is just right on time with that, huh? Just getting right in on the trend while it's hot and new and fresh. Looking forward to the memes of that ad. They've already started. Okay, we've got the hothouse. Great stuff. Medical post upgrade. People employed in medical... Oh, heal the sick faster. Yes, please. Those sick people are valuable labor. Please do heal them. What's my new law? What am I supposed to do? No, we don't do extended shifts. That makes people really mad. Fighting arenas are fun, but we have to build one. $99? Is that how much they cost? The giant Fruit Loop? What giant Fruit Loop? What have I missed? We haven't had anybody get frostbite yet. 5 giant Fruit Loops or 1 booster pack? The only booster Trump fans are getting. They look like his head stuck on Biden's body because it's sure as hell not Trump's body. Why? Because it's, like, shaped like a human? Or what? Yes. He appears to be some sort of overgrown goblin. Hothouses take a steam core? Fuck, what a waste of research. Damn it. Oh, that really rustles my jimmies. Alright, how's our... You guys better find... You better find a steam core there, or I'm gonna be one rough customer. Open chat for a giant Fruit Loop, only $19. What? What? This is my favorite part right here. I love this. Just the Dying toucan. Perfection. Okay, it seems like we're surviving with enough of a coal buffer to get us through the night, but... Whew, that got close. Of course it's from Mischief. I don't know Mischief. Who is Mischief? They sound troublesome. Hype Beast Collective out of New York City. I see. I'm traveling to challenge them. I will take them on. I will become the new Mischief. And I hope that's not really bad that I said that just now. Mr. Peanut died, the toucan's dying, Cinnamon Toast Crunch are all cannibals. Who should die next? I'm saying Hunger Games with the Keebler Elves. Or, maybe a beloved Rice Puff cereal mascot can snap, crackle, and pop each other's necks. You would say Elmo, but Cause? KWS already do that? I don't know who that is either. I don't know all these acronyms. The hell? Tony the Tiger? You can't kill him. Look, he's fucking yoked. What are you gonna do? Look at that man. You think Cinnamon has been gone for a while? Yeah, or at least he's not, he's not what he once was. So you're like, how to choose my words on that. Okay, we don't have anybody who's not working anymore. That's a good thing. Yes, Steam cores! Please find Steam cores. Yes! Steam core! Come home now. Come home right now. Okay, in 10 hours we'll have another Steam core. And we'll be able to build a hothouse, which is really good news. Cause, or KAWS, whichever it is, did a collab with Uniqlo to do a series of merch of Sesame Street characters with exes for eyes. Oh. Tony the Tiger would have a great mugshot if he murdered another mascot, though. Yeah, it would. That'd look hard as fuck. They're ground up in the garden. Oh my god. There was also a special edition black on black dead Snoopy plush, which you have. Aww. That sounds super cool. I want it. Okay, so that's going to do medical post upgrade. Bunkhouse might be a good idea to do now rather than later, because that thing survives the cold better. Because right now we're not, like, starving for metal, although we will be when we start trying to build bunkhouses. So maybe I should do steelworks and then bunkhouse. And then maybe wall drill. Surely Captain Crunch could just actually murder people on the seas. And does. And does. That's actually the main thing Captain Crunch is known for. Cereal is a side gig. Captain Crunch, primarily a murderer. I'm looking, Kina. Oh, what? That looks awesome. Wait, hold on. Let's look at this. $145, and it could be mine. Behold. I tried. Hold on. Failing to operate my computer. Look at this. I need it. $145. What's the current best offer? I could be talked into this. Captain what now? What'd I say? Did I do something bad again? What did I say? I think I could get it cheaper elsewhere, but that was a good photo. No, I'd rather jump into the cesspool that is eBay. That's where I like to splash around. Is there anything I could set up to build before those resources get here? We already have 2 workshops. We have 2 hunters' huts. We don't have a need for a second cookhouse. We have 2 medical posts. We don't need any more tents. No, we need the steam core so that we can build the hothouse. And then the hothouse will be really good for us, food-wise. The crunching Captain crunches for the bones he crunches. And for good measure, crunch again just because. Indeed. Melody, is that what you were trying to say when you said Captain what now? Were we leaning into the crunch? He makes all of his victims say, "Crunchitize me, Captain," before he kills them. That's his kink. What did I say? Captain Cunt, Crunch, primarily a murderer. I said Captain Cunt. Oh my god. It's the Australian spin of the cereal. I didn't even hear it. It didn't register in my brain at all. That's outstanding. Old Captain Cunt. That's what they call him. Promise broken? How did I break my promise? 'Cause it got colder? Oh, fuck. That was too cold. How is that too cold? Oh, that's not livable. It's chilly. Shit. Shit. This is why you don't make promises. Aw, man. The Honey Nut Cheerios bee must die. What, because he's been pushed aside by the sexier Hollywood bee from Bee Movie? We can't all be Barry B. Benson. We do not harm the bees here. Wasps, on the other hand, wasps deserve nothing but death. Okay, we can go ahead and build our hothouse now. Which I'm going to plonk just right there. Promises are meant to be broken, so it's on them that they're disappointed. Exactly. Yeah, frankly, they should just buck up. Pull themselves up by their bootstraps, you know? Steel bridge. I say we go to the observatory. That's going to be a faster journey. But he's got shoes on? Well, yeah, I mean, honey's sticky. Like, gotta protect your feetses. The boots with the straps. Drip bee. I love that they just kind of emerge from a tree. This is them coming out of the woods, I guess. It's like Christmas Town. Okay, but for real, kill the Pillsbury Doughboy. Oh yeah, I'll give you that one. Anybody who's going around just asking for people to poke their belly, I immediately don't trust. Are we researching anything? We aren't. So we got the medical post, we got the hothouse. We were thinking maybe bunkhouses or wall drills. No, we want to do steelworks. We're going to do the steam hub first, actually. William Bootstraps? Aye. Bootstrap Bill. Doughboy is the Mickey Mouse of food, should have died long ago. No pity for the Doughboy in chat today. So Mickey is also dying? Not if Disney has anything to say about it. If they get their way, Mickey will be 350 years old, strapped to a building with the Disney logo on it, with, like, jumper cables on his nipples, shocking him back to life every 5 seconds, just to ensure that he's still their property. Can we keep Goofy? He's a treasure. Yes, of course we can keep Goofy. Goofy is a fantastic father. What is the life story of William Bootstraps? Ah, yes. William Bootstraps. If I'm not mistaken, he was a young leather tanner from Missouri, if I'm not mistaken. And he spent most of the days of his life tanning leather, as one does, developing a keen taste for the craft. And 1 year down the line, he was going out for the winter, and he'd been working up a storm all day in his leather tanning, I'm gonna say, shop. And well, you know, his feet were sweaty. Long, hard day's work, you get sweaty ankles. It's common in the business. They call it ankle sweat. And old Willie Bootstraps, he tried to pull his boots on, and well, god damn it, they just wouldn't go anywhere. Just got stuck right there in the ankle. His ankle sweats, they held him down. And I tell you what, if Billy didn't invent the bootstrap right there on the spot, son of a bitch, if you'd have seen him, you would have hardly believed it. Do you know why it's called tanning? Because they apply baby oil and put it out in the sun? Ankle sweat. You had a shirt with the Doughboy saying, "Poke me, pimp." I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, we need to pause. I'm getting distracted by Billy Bootstraps. What are we researching next? We got the steam hub. That's good. I feel like we go for the steelworks. We're researching Billy. That's the story, though. I mean, he invented the bootstrap right there on the spot. They sold like hotcakes. Of course, back then they called them flapjacks. And old Billy became known as William Bootstraps as far as the ear could see. True legend, that one. Because they soak it in tannins, the same chemicals that make acorns inedible and give wines their murky flavors. I love that it's the same chemical that makes acorns inedible, and also people put it in wine. I don't get wine. Then again, it is supposed to be poison. So, I guess keep it up, wine makers? Winers? Winers. We're going to go with winers. It's too cold there for them to build? Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't sound very considerate of my people, do I? Ugh, they can't survive? Wimps. If I put this here, we can possibly add more hospitals without a problem. Let's get things to a baseline level of comfort, shall we? Tannins are naturally in wine, particularly red wine. If you remember correctly, it comes from the dust coating in the grapes. Really? So Mickey Mouse's original copyright expires in 2024, but Disney had some trademark hackery that would let them sue anyone who tries to use him. His original copyright was going to expire like, I don't know, probably like 20 or 30 years ago. And then they kept lobbying to extend copyright legislation. Like, copyright used to be 80 or 90 years, something like that, which was considered to be a reasonable enough period to cover the life of the person who created the intellectual property, and then things go into the public domain. And then Disney's like, but the company's still using it. And that was their best argument, but they had a lot of money behind it when they said it, and then they said that to Congress, and Congress was like, you know what, you're right. The money is money in my pocket. And then, and then the law got extended. Something about ongoing use that they used, yeah. So they lobbied for the right to continue claiming ownership of the character as long as they continued using the character in original works. I don't know if that was the argument the first time or the second time or whatever, but they'll do it again in 2024. It'll get extended. And some people were saying that that's why they're doing like the live action reboots of everything, but that's not actually technically accurate, if I remember correctly, because they would only retain the rights to that version of the character. So like the live action Pinocchio doesn't save them from losing the original Pinocchio. Now it's 95 years for copyright. Metropolis enters public domain in 2 weeks. Is that right? Technically, Disney should always retain the Mickey copyright because it's commonly used as their logo. But is it technically their logo, is the question. I don't know that it is. Like, I could see it being considered a part of their branding, but maybe that would just be the symbol and not the character Mickey Mouse. Because, you know, what we're really talking about here is their right to stop people from using that character in things. Sherlock Holmes copyright is expiring soon? Really? That could be a lot of fun. I mean, the end of copyright is a very good thing. It lets people, you know, flip and reverse and do their own remixes on characters, and, like, that's kind of really important to how media works. So, who owns that? Netflix made Enola Holmes, BBC made Sherlock. I mean, they might just hoard out to whoever has a decent script or doesn't. That's, I mean, the Conan Doyle estate might just be like, hey, you know, take all comers. Does this need engineers? It needs either. Okay. So we can actually take these people, put them in here. The hothouse is running now. So that's producing more food for us. We're full of wood. Oh, great. Survivors. Huh. Fine. How many is it? 12 workers, 19 engineers, and 4 children. We send. Survivors are on their own. Go check out the gloomy cave. Try not to die. It's only some of his stories that are still copyrighted by his estate. Probably Murder on the Orient Express. We don't ever see adaptations of that one. It's extremely rare. That's Agatha Christie. What's the one you're thinking of with the snake in the vent? I wouldn't know. Even if I do know the story, I'm awful at remembering names of anything. Okay, we need to prepare for more housing, like, now, ski. So I think we're going to build another steam hub over here, which I can't do because we lack the resources. Fucking awesome. What do you know? We need that metal. We're getting short on resources. To address this, we can extend working hours. I'm thinking about it, but people are already pretty mad at me, so I don't know that I want to do that right now. We're, like, hanging on, sort of. Snakes on a plane. Adventures of the Speckled Band. Oh! I do know what that is. Now that you say the title, that sounds very familiar. I don't know that I've read it, but I've definitely heard of it. So they're sending, essentially, like, look at it as like 30 people. I guess 34 if you include children. But do we? Okay, we've got another work day. It's actually about to get warmer again. Oh, and it's only a single down temperature drop? That's very generous. We're going to want that steam hub over here to support a little housing. We're going to make a housing bubble. But this time, it's a good one. Hopefully the hothouse is producing. Waiting for workers. You have workers. Hothouse will produce 1 raw food. Maybe more would be good. Do we have like tons of sick outages or what? What's happening here? It's 10 o'clock. There should be workers in the hothouse. What the hell is happening? Is it too cold? Is it what the hell? Are they all sick? Resting after the hunt. What? Oh, right. I can't force them to work a double shift, and they were in the hunting house first, so this isn't gonna run today. That sucks. The lazy generation. People just don't want to work, you know? Because that's a thing. Because what people really want is to work. It's not that they need to work. Like, set aside your discussion of whether or not people want to work. People need to work in the current environment. So saying people don't want to work just doesn't make any fucking sense. You're sure the kids would like to? Pimp, will you drop the child labor thing? I'm upset that I even have to say that. Okay, we've got the steelworks. That's good. That's good. That's good. So there's our iron ore deposit. I think that's the only one we have. I'm pretty sure there's only one. Yeah. Now, does the steelworks require a steam core? No, it doesn't. Yes! Can I build 2 of them just right out of the gate? Cool. Let's just soar in the steel department. Those new people are going to show up, and we're going to put them to work in the steelworks. That's the plan. We're going to treat this like a main road. And just kind of carry it all the way down to here. And then we're going to take from these two and run it over to that road. Because then we can connect this coal up to that road. And then that'll be a nice main pathway that runs all the way into the center of the city. Which is just going to look nice. It doesn't really serve a functional purpose. It's just a game and someone had to be pro for it. No. No, pimp. I will not accept talk of child labor. In fact, especially fictitious child labor. If you were bringing in a conversation about like real child labor, that would be a different discussion. We're talking about fictional people here. I'm not going to stand for it. Have I seen the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse trailer? Yes, I did, and I am definitely intrigued. It looks like a lot of fun. I'm liking it. I'm excited. Okay, I guess we can press play again. I'm happy that the steelworks don't require steam cores in order to be built. That's great news. So as soon as the survivors arrive, we can send them to the steelworks. So we'll be bringing in tons of metal now. Sawmill is working just fine. It will likely need to be torn down and replaced. Alright, fine, I've forced your hand. You're now giving me the horrible mental image of a cotton candy sandwich. Why would you do that to me? What did I do? What did I do to deserve that? Is the cotton candy the bun or the guts? Well, I mean, you never say a bread sandwich, so I assume it's the guts. White bread with cotton candy in the middle. That's actually what they used to call me in high school. Was also crazy. You just finished Miles Morales, and the next day there was a teaser pic for 2. Ooh, that's pretty magical, pimp. That's a sign right there. Okay, they're building out that road. That'll get us 2 functional steelworks. The textures make my teeth ache just thinking about. Yeah, I'm not down with it. I don't want to live in a world where that's a thing people are allowed to say. Okay, we're going for the wall drill. Because I really like to stabilize resources. Oh, we need 10 steel even just to do that. Shart. Okay, what can we do instead? Should we just go for the second tier? That takes metal too! Ah! Okay, generator power upgrade probably isn't a bad thing. Uses more coal. I just feel like we have so much wood. If there's anything we can do that just costs wood, we should go ahead and do it while we're waiting for other stuff to come in. Charcoal kiln seems like a good thing to have. Still costs metal to do. That costs metal to do. All of these cost metal to research. So I guess it's either scouts or generator power upgrade. We don't need coal thumper. Faster gathering is probably good, actually. Let's do that. I mean, the workday's about to end anyway, but... Because if we have faster gathering and we've moved people over to the hothouse, that's good. It would be so squishy, but like not in a good way. Yeah, because it would be like the gooey, stick-to-your-teeth squishy of just like eating plain white bread, combined with that sort of like fluffy, gritty squishy that you get from cotton candy. So you'd bite down and it'd be like soft and getting stuck in your teeth, and then also when your teeth finally met in the middle, it would be this like awful, scrapey, grinding sensation. It sounds like something concocted in the bowels of hell. It's not good. And white bread always gets gummy. Exactly. I know it's all up in there, and it's just no. It's like eating gelatin. Gummy, gritty, squishy, damp. You would think metal is the right choice to test making a kiln? Nah. No, you can test it with wood. You just need confidence. Okay, they're actually building those now. Don't tell me it's not connected to a road. Thank you. No, don't do favored paths. You're supposed to use the... You're supposed to use the path I made you. Why are you cutting the corner? What's the point of the road? I can't make diagonals. I would if I could, but the powers that be don't permit it. I'll have you know I'm not happy about that. Oh, what are they waiting for? Oh, good. They found more survivors and no resources. Oh, yeah, no. These are the people we leave to get killed by bears. We could risk losing our people, and I don't need more survivors right now. So, sorry, guys. We leave the cave behind. The cries of terror coming from it died soon after. That's good. Let them echo into the cockles of your heart, and don't think about it anymore. Alright, you guys have a very long walk ahead of you, so, get cracking, gang. This is a mental trap. I'll be stuck thinking about this late at night forever now. I agree. Why, Melody, why did you do this to all of us? Why? People are resources? I mean, yes, but they also consume resources. They're resources that eat. And I don't have the food nor the housing to support those people, so we're not going to invite them to our hearth at the moment. We need that metal badly. We at least have the coal plant, which is keeping us alive, but we need more steam cores. Desperately. And there are automatons you can get, which are really helpful. Why is hope flashing red? It's low. People aren't super psyched. Hashtag blame Austin. I'm doing everything I can here. Look, we just got 27 new homeless people, okay? Felt like Austin needed something worse than digital child labor to worry about. Thanks. It really helped. Oh yeah, thanks. Thanks, Corey. Just pin that up there. Look what you've done. You've rendered me ill. You've killed the man. So I guess we need more tents. But I can't build the steam hub I need to safely support those tents. I mean, would you rather have a house or no house? Cold house or no house? I choose cold house every time. And we've got 27, so we need 3 tents. No house, warm tent. I'm sorry. Warm tent isn't on the menu. Okay, but we've got a few new able bodies to assign. Okay, we are struggling, but we're hanging on. It's late. Why does time have to keep moving? I don't know. I'm supposed to wind down now. I'm kind of grooving. I don't know. Would y'all want to see more of this? Are we digging Frostpunk? Would you rather see me play Cities? What do you think? Just pair up people to cuddle to stay warm. 3 to a group, so it's very awkward. Pimp, it seems like you're actively trying to make hell. Now that I think about it, that would actually be a really fun simulator. Hell simulator. That seems like a fun game. I would play that. So people are sick, but they're housed. That seems good. We should be getting balls steel right now. I don't know why I said it that way. In this context, balls means a lot. I volunteer to be small spoon. So not mid spoon. 3rd tier spoon. Or 1st tier spoon, depending on how you look at it. You built a pit full of burning coal that's simultaneously minus 40 Celsius. It's already hell. True. I think we could go with hell with 1 L. For accuracy's sake. We're gonna run through this like another day or two, and then I'm gonna shut off. But I need to go take an inhaler really quick. I don't know what's going on with my lungs. I think digging up all that paper kicked some dust into the air. It should get warmer again, so people are gonna feel a lot better. Minus 40 Celsius and 40 Fahrenheit are the same temp. Is that their nexus point? Sorry, folks. Hold on a second. Oh, that's better. Okay. Or is that minus 20? It is minus 40. Pimp's message is ominous? There's hell in Michigan. Yeah, that is alarming. You have Christmas too, there's a balance. The generator's shutting down. What the fuck? Oh, this is bad. Why is the generator shutting down? Why aren't we generating enough coal? That's not good. Things are definitely going downhill. Okay, we're okay. Generator's alive. People aren't dying. You forgot to take care of my city in my absence? It's okay. You just almost let everybody die, but no worries. Push through green energy laws while I was away. Well, big business is back. We're trying to stage a coup, but it didn't work. Goddamn right it didn't work. These people are loyal to their emperor that they hate. Alright, faster gathering. That's good for us. We like. I feel like we take this opportunity to try and build bunkhouses. Coal is technically plant matter, so it counts as biofuel. The children got confused by the word and rounded up pigeons instead of union workers. Oh fuck, somebody died. Oh, we gotta do cemetery because we can't handle the hope and discontent and impact of body burning.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Died of overwork. Sorry, we need that emergency shift. Let's go ahead and build the cemetery, like, out in the cold. Using coal is green. Yes, now it is. We've decided it is. In the chaos, the canaries were all set free. Might become a problem. Not saying that the pigeon coop killed the man, but I mean, it probably did. Like, the jury's out, but it has also reached a consensus. Okay, we can plonk another steam hub right around here to support these houses. We seem to actually be collecting steel at a functional rate now. 4 an hour is pretty good. Or, well, 8, I guess, because we got the 2, right? Why are there still pigeons in this apocalyptic world? Because it's an apocalyptic world. So, of course, there are pigeons. Pigeons are actually the first sign of the apocalypse. They're the 4 horsemen, but before them, it's a single pigeon. That'll build, and people will be happy about that. I'm sorry I didn't end the extended shift, but there's only so much I can do here. We're going to build that 3rd medical post that we've been saving a slot for this entire time. I'm sure there's still rats and pigeons, or just the rats of the sky. Exactly. In the apocalypse, the only things to stick with us will be pigeons, rats, and roaches. Bold of you to assume we'll be here. The pigeons, rats, and roaches will inherit the earth. I've been searching for others. It's not my fault that I haven't found any. Geralt's horse survives. Oh, Henry. We're worried. Henry Cavill. Tragic. Tragic that he's not going to be Superman anymore. Hope rises. Yes, discontent falls. Those meters are looking better again. Pigeons exist in cities because we domesticated them and let them go feral, so really they're more like stray cats than crows. That's true. Seems he's in Warhammer? He's going to be in the Warhammer show? Oh my god. That's exciting for him. Okay, so this area is set up for us to build more housing when people inevitably come. We've got that, like, built out in advance. But they're already all at livable, so they just need to stay livable for 3 days. Which is not how much time I have before it gets cold again. I am so stupid. Why did I do that? What did we say about promises? Seattle and Tacoma really don't have pigeons, though. I mean, who needs them? In as a producer, not 100% on that part. Okay. Well, I hope he's in, like, in it, but even as a producer, I'm sure he'd be psyched. You would think these people would pocket coal to use to keep warm. I don't think that's how coal works, Pip. We have mostly just blackbirds here, a few pigeons. Grackles? What's a grackle? I'm in desperate need of another steam core. How are they doing? They're a good portion of the way there. Bunkhouse is good. If we can swap out the houses on the outer edge for bunkhouses, that would be excellent. Does it count as keeping the homes warm if we don't if we just tear them down? Like, the homes can't get cold if they don't exist, right? That's my understanding of the scenario. Grackles are terrifying? What's a grackle? Oh my god, hell, Michigan. A group of grackles is literally called a plague, and they'll group up in the thousands. Small, medium blackbirds that like roaming Walmart parking lots. Roaming gangs of tiny little groups of, or large groups of tiny little birds. That sounds awful. Sorry, Meryl. I know the overworking was not good for you, but boy, did it really save us from that coal crisis. So, you know, keep that in mind, and buck up. There's a few hundred of them that took over a local Mexican restaurant. Well, did they at least make good food? Like, big variety of birds around here. Some make some impressive analog synth noises. Thank you, Corey. Well, that sounds pretty cool. Discontent and hope are in better places now, but that's going to go away as soon as the temperature drops again. It's sad in the 1930s hell didn't have a post office. That's truly tragic. Okay, here's my plan. If this can finish out, we can go for the generator power upgrade next, and hopefully have that in time to heat the inner homes better. That's what I'm banking on. Because then we only have 3 homes that could potentially get, like, cold with the upcoming cold front. And then we can swap those out for bunkhouses, and then hopefully everything will be livable, so that they don't get angry at me again because I made a promise I can't keep. Refused to move for cars to enter or exit, and will land on cars that tried to. Covered the whole area in a sea of black. Oh my god. That's kind of awesome, though.
Get to work. Move, people. There's plenty to do.
Okay, the workday begins anew. This totally fits here. Don't be a dick. Oh, that's upsetting. If I ever wondered if hell froze over, you let me know if it has. Alright, keep me posted. I appreciate that. Okay, go for that generator power upgrade. We need that. We need that as soon as possible. And we're really hoping that where they go, they find resources that are good for us. Why are there people who work here? Is anything short on laborers? There we go. Move some labor around there and then we can tear that down. Because there's nothing to collect there anyway. And then I guess we're swapping these out for bunkhouses. If we can. And basically every time one of those is built, we want to tear down a house. You know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna do that and replace those three. And then we'll build back in. But those need to go up first. We just surpassed the 3-hour mark. Looks like a long one tonight. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna go on. I'm not sure. But I kind of want to reach a reasonable stopping point here where we feel stable-ish. I mean, I don't know. Does anybody want to see this game again? Like, are we digging it? I know I asked once already, but nobody answered, so I'm curious. 5 more hours it is. Well, technically I do still have to go to work in the morning, even though I hate that place, and I'm leaving soon. When hope reaches 0. No. Oh, when it reaches the O. It's gonna be hard with the cold front coming up on the 15th day. I can't wait to finally be out of that job and be able to tell you guys about that place. I just like to not take risks and talk about my job in detail. But, good God. Don't care too much about the game, just here to vibe with friends. I feel that, Melody. What am I looking to do once I'm up in New York? I'm going to be looking for event operations jobs, because the skills from set translate to that pretty well. That's what I was supposed to do. No, don't send notes to my boss. Don't worry, she can't read. No, I was supposed to be at the job I'm at now as an event operations person, but they reassigned me to accounting. So I've been miserable for the last year because I'm used to jobs that are like active. So I'm happy to be finally leaving. We haven't even gotten to the point where we can institute religion yet. That is a thing, but it's not a thing yet. Keep helping the hunters. We need the food. This is a pretty bustling city here, though. We're doing okay. We'll see how we do when this cold front comes in. Okay, but as those build, we can tear these down so that people have to move to this new house.
Night
And then when the cold front comes in, those houses will be gone, so we should survive the cold just fine. Austin's gonna become a party master. Probably not parties, honestly. As much as I would love to, it ends up being like the stuff that I used to work. I remember I mentioned to you guys I worked a pop-up vintage clothing show. I like vendor events. That's the stuff that I like. I know how to work with vendors and coordinate all of that. Oh yes, automaton. Send me the automaton. Yes. Send it to me. Those things are so cool. It'll take it a long time to get there, but it'll be worth it. Large convoy. Yes, people and resources, please. The automatons are awesome. They can operate an entire building on their own at full capacity, and they work tirelessly day and night. All you need to do is have enough coal to keep them fueled. Yeah, I know. So Winterhome is another settlement that they're suspicious about, that they think might exist, and hope falls every time we fail to find them. So that's an unfortunate side effect now that we have to deal with. Because the people really want to believe that other people are surviving. Spoiler alert, they aren't. It's giving me Midgar feelings. Master of Ceremonies, there you go. Setting up tables and gear, accidentally starts building a fort out of them. What can I say? I'm a man of many talent. Okay, those bunkhouses should be good. And this one we can tear down very soon. As soon as that one's built, there we go. Okay, now we should survive the cold without them giving me shit. Although this one is researching very slowly. Do we have like a bunch of sick people in our research facility or something? Oh wait, we already had the heat upgrade. We already got the power upgrade. We're okay. So we're ready. We're ready. Okay, so let's take a look at our temperature. Yeah, baby. Yes. Okay. Yes, we're gonna survive the temperature drop. Yellow is livable. The temperature drop will bring everything down by a color, which means the buildings should all be at yellow. We're gonna survive. I'm gonna actually keep my promise. So, Austin, did you finish the display for our shop yet? Gestures apologetically with cardboard flamethrower. That idea sounds just stupid enough to work. And for me to build. How dare you nullify my yeah, baby. I think it might just be that my desk area is really dusty. These foam panels on the wall do gather a lot of dust. In the new place, I'm gonna try to be better about vacuuming them. Is a yeah baby the child labor equivalent of yes man? I like that one. There are 5 people who don't have jobs. I don't know what we do about them. Everything's so comfortably warm. Who's using heaters that don't need to be right now? Well, that one should probably have a heater on. All of these out here in the middle of BFE definitely need to have heaters. It doesn't seem like anybody else is using it, though. Oh, look at all the sick people going away. Alright. We're doing good. We are grooving. We still need another steam core, though. That's putting us, like, putting the brakes on us big time right now. Although I do think we are going to survive that cold snap. It has only been 14 days. Yeah, they've built all of this in 14 days. Discontent is looking really good right now. Wait, how are we out of coal? What? There's nobody working this... Oh no, I don't need people working the coal pile directly. Someone died of overwork in a week. Yeah, it's tragic. Look. They might have been one of the people that we pulled in from the cold. So maybe they were already weak, and then I threw them in a new building, and I was like, alright, now work a 24-hour shift. If it was a child, I'm sure they'd last longer. Pimp, you fight for this all you want. I'm not on your side. Okay, that should turn the generator back on. And we're just going to go to steam level 1 until it's time. Because that was a problem I wasn't really fully prepared for. I should have left it down at the lower setting. I was just so excited that everything was so warm. That was dumb. That was my bad. And we might die for it. Because I don't even see things getting warmer for days. We might be stuck at 30 as our floor now, or as our ceiling now. Or, I mean, 40, actually. The title is Child Labor and Cannibalism. You expect one of them to happen. I expect to disappoint you. I had said earlier I was going to do child shelters. Still not going to do it. Just eat coal, chock full of calories. It's good for you. Builds strong bones. Carbon fiber bones. As long as those homes don't freeze, people will technically still be happy with me. And that is my principal concern going into this cold snap. Clear out your toxins. What's this? Oh, it's at capacity. Hunter's gear researched, so they'll be bringing in more food now, although our food situation actually looks pretty solid. Why do they call it a detox and not a tox out? That's a good question. I prefer the term tox write-off. Earlier you were anti-eating plants, and now here we are. Life is full of growth and change, Pimp. Congratulations. You're a vegetarian now. Okay, so we're gonna work overnight at the coal mine. And, like, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. We're also going to turn the heaters on. Ooh, ritzy. Oh, this is so not going to go well. I don't know if we're going to survive this. I didn't quite buffer with enough coal. Ah, good. More survivors. That's what we needed. Hopefully they'll die on the way here. The automaton will save me? It might help. What would really help is one more damn steam core. So that I could have a second coal plant open. Then we'd be fine. But I haven't found a single one, which is not usually my experience. It can't die. It can die if we run out of coal. It'll just shut down until we get more coal. So unfortunately, even the automaton is a needy, greedy little bitch. That's called sleeping? It's called sleeping on the job, is what it's called. Maybe we need the charcoal kiln to save us. Because we could build one of those and then just get by on that. Prepare for everybody to get mad again. Oh, hashtag cancel Austin, hashtag bot rights. Hold on. That's the perfect answer. I can't believe you would ask me that. Sorry, Botman. Oh, they're gonna be so mad when it gets colder. Alright, we're just gonna pick up the speed and jump ahead to that cold spike. The thing that sucks is discontent is falling leading into that. But people are gonna get really mad when it hits. It slows the game speed down automatically. I think it's every time you get close to the start of the workday. So like it won't just run indefinitely. The charcoal kiln will save us. Alright. So this is about to go down, and so we need to just go ahead and turn this on, because if the heat falls too low, even for an instant, they'll consider it failing my challenge. So I have to turn that on for some additional time, and please tell me they're not going to be mad. Livable conditions in the home. Livable? Livable! Yes! Yes! We did it. We successfully handled that. And the effect on discontent and hope was actually not very bad because I guess housing stayed acceptable. People get by if they don't have to come home to a cold bed. Do I know what color your name is? Maple? That would be my guess. Yours too? It's the official hex code for maple syrup. Nailed it. Gathering post resources depleted. Yours too, Pimp? That was your guess, or yours is also maple? Because I don't think that second thing is true. Okay, so we can tear this sucker down now. Do we have any more coal deposit or coal piles? No. We desperately need those steam cores. To the point where I almost feel like I should have torn the automaton apart. It sucks. I've usually found at least one or two by now. That's super frustrating. Yours is also maple? True, actually, you can post proof of that. I'm gonna need the proof. Oh shit, not this guy. Oh fuck. This guy makes people sad. We found an exhausted man on the edge of our city. He said that he came from Winterhome and that he was the last survivor. Winterhome is dead. Everyone's dead. There's no hope for survival in this accursed wasteland. You're all doomed. You must escape. Those were his last words. So he made it here just in time to make everybody sad and then die without putting any good work in. Hope falls. Please don't tell me... Not the Londoners. Don't start the Londoners. Please. No! We should have stayed in London. No, not the Londoners. No. This is the stupid separatist group. I must give them purpose. Okay, so are we going police state or religion? Usually my MO is religion. I feel like religion tends to work better. House of Prayer. We build 2 of those, people will start feeling better. There. Now people can pray. And as soon as those are built, people should feel a lot happier. That should fix our hope plummet. Fortunately, discontent was already fairly low, so we're doing okay. At least no one will be thinking they can get there now. Get to London? No, they're gonna start thinking it. The unconvinced want to leave. Yeah, a group of people are so scared they want to flee for London in 15 days. And there they are. The fucking Londoners. Ugh. So this is a thing that just kind of exists now. It's a count of how many people want to flee the city. And if you're not able to make conditions good enough, they will. And you'll lose that many people. And they basically go out there and die. So that's cool. Coal and steam cores! Yes! 1 steam core. blow me. 1 steam core. You gotta be shitting me. Alright, at least bring it home. I need it. Whatever, I don't care. Yeah, people are worried. Hope is fall. How could hope fall much more than it already has? Can we build those houses of prayer, please? We kind of need them, like, badly. Your ideals won't really work with religion. What? Child labor? Yeah, I don't think it's going to be. Well, actually, I mean, By it, you mean the proof of pimp. Oh, it's there. No, I don't think that counts. Ooh, ooh! Our automaton is here. You have that? That's not good. Okay, so we assign the automaton to the coal plant. Okay, we've got the charcoal kiln, and then we'll build one of those to just start producing right away. Let's put it right next to the church. Why not? Second church is almost built. That's still waiting for its automaton to arrive. Look at it go. What do you mean? It's Blue Maple. Clearly it matches Pimp's name. Right. Yeah, no, totally. And I accept that. Except for the fact that I don't. That's all of the rise that I get out of hope for that? Automaton, I need you to move faster. We're gonna die if you don't. Buddy? Buddy? Come on. I think you're close enough now. Okay, good. It's producing again. Oh, and I can turn the heater off because there aren't any people in it anymore. Base efficiency 60%. Oh, I can still dismantle it for steam cores. I won't, but I could. I feel like the next thing that's going to happen is it's going to get colder again. Okay, that'll produce more coal for us. And that's going to need to be an overnight shift. Sorry, folks. Well, do you want to live or die? What do you want me to do? Producing 21 an hour, producing 14 an hour. Consumption 24 per hour. Okay, so we should be okay. That's 24. We should be surviving now. And we're successfully keeping the homes warm through this cold snap. Like, I'm really happy about that. We do want to try and swap everything out for these bunk houses because it's only going to get colder. Yes, the promise paid off. Oh my god. Who would have thought that was going to happen? Okay, wall drill for infinite wood seems like a strong possibility. Still not quite what I want to go for, though. What was a factory? Oh, factory lets you make automatons and stuff. I've never actually made it that far. Pimp, I'm sorry, I don't understand exactly what you mean, but you seem like you're offended that I was only assigning you the title of pro-child labor. But I mean, you're the one that's been so outspoken about it. So I stand by my feelings. Fine. I don't have time to respect your labor rights. Oh, that I didn't agree your name is the color maple. I still don't agree. I stand by that. So yeah, you can see that it just kind of like mounts the building. That's how the automatons work. But, I mean, you know, that's fine. Just copulate with my coal mine. That's, you know, whatever works for you. Okay, will we make it through to the next morning? Is my real question. Oh god, it is awfully close. People are joining the Londoners. They're up to 17. Not sure you should be watching that. Just avert your eyes. Try not to think about it. They're just wrestling. You wonder if your captain really has a plan? My plan is not die in the cold. I have a plan. I don't have very many options. We'll probably play this again soon. Given the state of things, I'm probably going to be doing a little more video games just during this period while we're doing the move, because I'm like trying to pack up my projects and stuff. I'm going to be doing a custom paint job for my brother's PlayStation controller before I go, so I'll probably stream some of that. But other projects like the sculptures and stuff like that. I know, Pimp. I'm sure it's devastating. But like the Tucker sculpture and stuff like that is probably going to be on hold until we land in New York City. So I don't want to say that for sure. I might work on it, but I don't know. Okay, everything's running now. God, we are just barely clinging on with the amount of coal we have. Holy crap. Cough, Lola emote, cough. This would be a good time for that. That's fair. Before I pack up my tablet. Oh god, we so should not be surviving right now. We're getting way too close. Okay, I'm going to take this as a place to stop. Okay. The music is cotton candy clouds. Alrighty. That's going to be it for today. Emily and I will be back tomorrow. We'll see how the possibly dramatic conclusion to Breath of the Wild goes. I don't know. It might not be the end, and it might be the end. We'll see. There's a lot on Austin's plate, and Lola doesn't need to be in it. She has her pull. I think I could probably get that emote done before we go. But I do need to get the controller done for my brother before I go, because I don't want to have to ship that, and it's also one of his only 2 controllers, so I should probably knock that out. But yeah, thank y'all for hanging out. It's been a blast as always. I'll see you tomorrow, along with the lovely Emily. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And you don't freeze, Melody. You don't freeze. None of you freeze. Alrighty. Bye, everybody. See you next time.